The girl is only because she was fed an egg. The result is a terrifying bloodthirsty bug after inhaling a boy's essence. He went back to school pretending nothing happened. After school, a few people are going to eat kimchi together. As a result, halfway Shijin received a text message. Then he made an excuse to say that he had to leave first. Nami helplessly said that it is also possible to make an appointment tomorrow, but when Shijin left, Shenyu stared at his back thoughtfully. After that, Nami and the two are going to go home together, but suddenly remembered, Shijin's homework is still in her school bag. This teacher will check tomorrow. Saying that, he said goodbye to Shenyi and wanted to send it to Shijin, but he was suddenly pulled by Shenyi. Danger, don't go. Shenyi's words made Nami a little stunned. I mean, Jin just got out of the hospital. The teacher will understand. The other side. Shijin met the person who texted herself. He seemed to see his prey. Lick your lower lip. Then I got into the man's car. This scene happened to be seen by the man in glasses not far away. You can tell by looking at the two of them. This is not a father-daughter relationship. Then the glasses revealed a playful smile. Since the last injury, Yoonhue has been resting at home. In order to find Brad, the leader of the Celestial Worm organization, he decided to do something at night. Yoonhye walks in a night market in a cool dress. He never thought of that. The address of the red card is a nightclub. Looking at the long line at the door, I knew it was incredibly hot here. He wants to contact Shenyi to investigate. Unexpectedly, he was rejected, and that's when he went crazy. A man suddenly appeared behind him and stopped him. Is the beautiful woman alone? Does your back look familiar? Yoonhue also felt that this person's voice seemed to have been heard somewhere before, so he turned his head curiously. It was found that this person was the Green Steel Shadow Camille who fought against Shenyi. Yoonhue followed each other into the nightclub. I found this place incredibly exciting, all young and beautiful ladies. The atmosphere is not bad, but Grace knew it wasn't as simple as it seemed, so he took out the red card from his chest. I was invited. You're not just going to show me these things, are you? And Camille saw the card as if he'd expected it. In that case, I'll take you to see something exciting. Two people walked down the corridor, came to an elevator. The red card is used to start the elevator, and only valued VIP customers have such a card. Soon after, the elevator door slowly opened. The situation inside made Yoonhue even more shocked, because the bug beasts and humans here actually mix together. Under the stands is a rectangular Coliseum. Humans and bug beasts are fighting each other on the field. The audience on stage is desperately cheering. Soon, the bug beasts on the field encountered poisonous hands, died at the hands of several humans. However, at this moment, another huge bug beast appeared in front of everyone. The beast gave a terrifying roar. Then he raised his leg and stomped a few humans into meat mud. Looking at the humans and bug beasts cheering together on the stage, Grace doesn't understand. Why do two races mix together here? Camille seemed to see Yoonhue's doubts. You don't know anything about humans. In order to gain power and wealth, can do anything, the voice just fell. The huge bug beast in the field was pierced through its body. It turned out to be a red bug beast that ambushed the giant bug from behind. Grace doesn't understand the significance of such violence. Camille explained, this not only brings pleasure and excitement to people, the most important thing is the opportunity to become a member of the Celestial Worm organization. As he spoke, Camille took out a yellow egg. Ask Yoonhue if you are interested in trying it. Grace accepted his kindness. Just as he looked at the eggs and asked how to use them, Camille was stopped by another bug beast that was coming. Kay? The boss has been waiting for you in the private room for a long time. Camille turns back. I wanted to ask Yoonhue to wait here for a while. I didn't expect the other party to use the stomach pain as an excuse. Take the elevator to leave until the elevator door closes. Grace put down her hanging heart. Damn, Shenyi let me dove at this time. The bug beast reminded the other party to pass again, but the impatient Camille cut off his head, and he waved his hand in disgust. The next morning, Grace came to school. Looking at the leisurely Shenyi, he couldn't get angry, so it was a kick against Shenyi, and he said, well, you know what? Do you know what I went through yesterday? After learning that Grace had obtained useful information, Shenyi gave him a thumbs up. At this time, the students in the classroom are whispering about something. When I saw Shijin walk into the classroom, the discussion seemed to get louder. Everyone looked at him with disgust. Listen to the foul language of classmates. Nami questioned, what are you talking about? Then the pesky man with glasses stepped forward again. He said he had posted the filmed explosive news on the campus website. As he spoke, he handed the video to the two of them. The above is the scene of Shijin and an old man walking into the hotel. Then the bespectacled man made another gag expression. Is it because you can't be an idle trainee? See what glasses look like? Yoonhue can't wait to step forward and give him a kick again. Shenyi, who was by the side, felt that familiar aura again, and and this time it's definitely dangerous. Nami is also on the verge of run away. Finally, she couldn't help it. He threw his fist at the glasses again, but she was stopped by Shijin halfway. Nami, thank you. You will always be my best friend. After saying that, she pushed with both hands. Let me handle it myself this time. Nami was pushed out the door by her. The eyes don't know the danger is coming, still mocking Shijin. I didn't expect Shijin to laugh wildly after hearing it. I wanted you to live a little longer. I didn't expect you to want to die so much. The two who didn't know they were dead didn't notice the danger at all. One of them also boldly stepped forward. How much can you earn at one time? I saved a lot of money for express delivery. Do you think it's okay I didn't wait for him to finish? I found the blue veins exposed on the other party's neck. I saw Shijin suddenly turn her head. The 5 gazillions stared at each other with big eyes. The voice of the boy who was just teasing Shijin suddenly stopped abruptly. Shenyi and Yunhoob on the side were also taken aback when they saw his appearance. Shijin stared angrily at the boy in front of her. Then he sent him flying with one punch. The others frantically ran towards the door. Shijin slowly raised her hand. Suddenly, his arm stretched out for several meters like Luffy, directly blocked the way of the classmate. The wooden door was also kicked in and could not be opened. I heard the chaos inside. Nami couldn't help but wonder. The tables and chairs in the house also block the other door tightly. Yunhui wants to transform, but it was stopped by Shenyi. Because it's so obvious here, Shijin saw the glasses that took out her mobile phone and wanted to call the police. Just yell at you to get out of here. Glasses were so scared that they hid in the crowd and didn't dare to make a sound. The students all took a step back sensibly when they saw this. Leave the glasses in place. Shijin extends her arm again. Grab the neck of the glasses. This is all your fault. Why trample on my dreams? Made me into this virtue. As she spoke, Shijin opened her mouth wide, revealing the esophagus with tusks inside. The next second, the esophagus is in front of the glasses. Just when the esophagus opens its mouth wide and prepares to eat the glasses, a sudden yell made Shijin stop attacking. I saw Shenyi walking out of the crowd. Kindly persuade Shijin to stop. If you kill the glasses now, what will Nami think when she sees it? Aren't you his best friend? At this time, Nami's knock came from the door. Seijin, how are you? It's about to open. It's too late for the eyes to think of begging for mercy. So he shouted frantically at his classmates again. Why don't you contact the Reaper department? But now who wants to be the first bird? His angry eyes scolded everyone. Shenyu just watched coldly. I didn't mean to shoot. At this moment, Shijin suddenly stopped Shenyi. Please give me some time. Please don't ask for support yet. After saying that, she pressed the glasses against the wall with force. Little glasses, listen to me. You brought this on yourself. I saw Shijin reach into her school bag. Then he pulls out a handful of yellow eggs. Then she pinched the mouth of the glasses. It's hard to understand the hatred in my heart if I kill you directly. Let you taste my pain now. Although glasses know that Shijin's hands are not a good thing, but no matter how hard she struggled, the mouth is still getting bigger and bigger. In the end, I can only watch helplessly as the eggs fall into the mouth. The glasses that swallowed the eggs responded immediately. His body keeps twisting. The clothes are slowly bursting. The neck is getting longer. Faces also change at a rate visible to the naked eye. At this moment, Yunhua suddenly remembered something. The egg just eaten by the glasses. Isn't that what Camille gave him? Looking at the glasses again, it has completely turned into an ugly bug beast. He wanted help, but only a strange roar. Shijin on the side is very satisfied with this performance. You can understand how I feel now, right? At this time, there was a knock on the door again. It turns out that Nami is worried that something will happen to Shijin. I found the head teacher. Finally, Shijin asked Shenyi for one thing. Help me take care of Nami. I will never see her again. I hate humans now. After saying that, her body leaned back, escaped this place that made her sad. The classroom door on the other side was forcibly kicked open. The teacher walked in scolding. When he saw the bug beast in the classroom, he immediately shut his mouth. The boy who was knocked unconscious by Shijin also slowly woke up. He mistakenly thought that the bug beast in front of him was transformed by Shijin. Then take out the phone. Hastily called the Reaper department. Nami believed it, but in order to protect Shijin, he immediately snatched the other party's mobile phone. But during the fight between the two, the phone accidentally slipped. It landed right in front of the bug beast. At this moment, the voice of the harvesting department came on the phone. Do you need any help? Glasses wanted to go forward for help, but the sound coming out of my mouth is whining. To figure out what's going on, he turned to look at the glass behind him. Only then did he realize that he had become a bug beast. His eyes smashed the glass in front of him angrily. Because he couldn't accept the reality, he waved his tails frantically. Grace saved a girl quickly, and the other tail came to Nami's side. In the nick of time, Shenyu jumped and threw Nami into his arms. At this time, the glasses issued an unwilling roar. but to save his life, he can only break the window and get out of here. After landing, he flew into the distance in a strange dance. Shenyi glanced at Inhui. Yunhui nodded to indicate understanding. Then the two began to track. Yunhui said that Shijin must have something to do with the Tianyu organization, because the eggs he just took out are the same as those in Club 6. Shenyi left an ant mark on Shijin. The two quickly chased after Shijin. Soon the two chased under a bridge hole. I found Shijin wiping her tears alone in front of me. Shijin also sensed that someone was coming. "We have something to ask you. Please talk to us," but the voice just fell. The two of them were shocked by the scene in front of them. It turns out that Shijin is not alone here. I saw another figure slowly emerging. What I hate the most is when people mess with my things. So whoever you are, it's hard to get out of here alive today. The voice just fell. Hannah's figure is miraculously disappearing. Shen Yiden felt that something was wrong. He hastily pulled Grace aside. I took Hannah's heavy kick. While kicking Shen Yi into the air, Hannah raised her fist again and attacked Grace. But that's just her feint. Suddenly, she came to Yunhu in a flash. "You're a good-looking girl." The next second came behind her again. "I really can't bear to kill you." After saying that, he bit Yunhui's little ear. Purple blood flowed from her mouth. Yunhui reacted and punched her back. Hannah wiped the blood from the corner of her mouth. "So you are also a bug beast. What a pity." Grace is completely enraged. Directly incarnate into a bug beast and attack Hannah. "It's a silkworm, but your attack is too slow." Thinking of this, Hannah couldn't help but look at Shenyi. Then he should be a bug beast too, right? Sure enough, at this time, Shenyi has become insect, is punching at him, but also easily escaped by Hannah's ghostly movements. "It's impossible for an attack like yours to hit me. My ability is not just invisibility. I can also sense your attacks in advance." At this time, Shijin on the side was also extremely shocked, because he also knew that Shenyi and the others were bug beasts. This is not the first time that to have collaborated, and I quickly figured out what to do. Shenyi swung his fist again and rushed towards Hannah, who wanted to avoid. Suddenly, there was a tingling pain in the neck. It turns out that Grace has already cast a net around him, but it also managed to piss off Hannah. "If you dare to touch me, you will die." Shenyi ignored his threat in the slightest. He punched Hannah hard in the face. This punch made Hannah spit out a mouthful of blood. At the same time, Hannah grew a sharp bone spur in her arm. "How dare you make me bleed?" As he spoke, he stabbed into Shenyi's chest, and this bone spur is still absorbing Shenyi's blood. But Hannah was particularly surprised to see this. "Why is your blood red?" Seeing Shenyi injured. "Grace is coming this way quickly." Hannah looked at each other coldly. He slowly raised his left hand and aimed it at her. Then the bone spur in his left hand suddenly extended for a few meters. Stabbed in the shoulder of Grace, Hannah pulls out bone spurs. Grace said the attack just now was like a tickle. Then he rushed towards Hannah again. Hannah calmly licked the blood on the needle. Then the place where Shenyi and Yunhuth were injured began to expand. After 2 explosions, both were obviously seriously injured. "I'm just warming up, can't you to do it?" Saying that, Hannah raised her arm to kill them, but this is the moment. Shijin suddenly appeared in front of the two and said, "It was my client. I brought them here to trade eggs. Is what you said true? Do you know the consequences of lying to me?" After getting Shijin's affirmative answer, Hannah immediately changed her face. "So it's one of our own. I could have killed you, but I only have 1 egg with me. Which one of you will use it first?" Shenyi said that we don't need it immediately. "Can you introduce the function of insect eggs first? Don't you know, if the bug beast eats this thing directly, will increase some strength. If an ordinary person eats it, they will become larvae like Shijin. If you eat the larvae again, you will gain double the power." The two were shocked when they heard the words. Isn't that the same as eating people directly? But right now, 2 unlucky runners passed by. Hannah said she would understand it all after giving you a demonstration. So he stopped the 2 young men before one of them reacts. Directly stuffed the eggs into the other party's mouth. Soon the boy's body began to change. The next second it becomes an ugly larva. Although I just experienced this kind of thing once. But the 2 were still shocked. "This is my meeting gift for you. Just eat it and it will become stronger. Enjoy your meal. If you need anything else, come to the 6th club and find me." After Hannah left, the larvae follow his partner. But Shenyi, who was rushed over, sent him flying with a punch. "Then put your hands together," and it hits the larva on the head. The favor behind him made Shenyi stop. But Shenyi told him to shut up. Seeing Shenyi's next move, Yunhuth hurried to stop. "You lunatic. You don't really want to eat him, do you? He was human just now." But Shenyi still looked indifferent after hearing it. "Don't stop me from testing. Eat him. Give an order." All the black ants moved towards the larval carcass. Shenyi looked at it all coldly, but at the same time, this also made Yunhu completely disappointed with Shenyi. You know that's the same as eating people. Why do you have to do this? What's the difference between what you do and those people from the Tianmu organization? I'm so blind to ask you to cooperate. Shenyu just glanced at him. You give me a good look? I saw that the larva on the ground was changing rapidly. In the blink of an eye, there is a trace of human appearance. All of this was within Shenyu's expectations. Yunhu asked curiously what was going on. Before, Shenyi began to study when he noticed that there was a problem with Shijin. Now, I can only test if it works. As soon as he finished speaking, the man on the ground opened his mouth in pain. The eggs he had just eaten were dragged out by ants. This thing is what turns people into bug beasts. Watch the ants continue to eat the eggs on the ground. Yunhu couldn't help but worrying about Shenyi. Will eating these ants affect you? I don't know either. They'll know when they get back into the body. Soon the eggs on the ground were eaten clean when they returned to Shenyi's body. Shenyi immediately realized that something was wrong. Seeing Shenyi in pain, Yunhu is also very worried. Are you alright? Shenyi suddenly turned back and shouted at Inhui when he heard the words. Get away from me with the return of the ants. The veins on Shenyi's neck suddenly burst out. These ants seemed to be breaking free from Shenyi's control. This couldn't help but make Shenyi roar in pain. On the other hand, Hannah took Shijin back to the club. The boss here is the macho Kong Daejin. He noticed that Hannah's arm was bandaged, so I asked him if something had happened. Hannah said it was just a misunderstanding with the client. What is your purpose in bringing me here? Daejin said that 50 pills were lost at the club yesterday. Do you know what's going on? Hannah says it's only your fault for the bad guards. Shijin on the side was silent. At this time, Kong Daejin stood up. The next second, it disappeared in place when he reappears. Shijin has been pressed against the wall. You chick is not small. How dare you steal my medicine? At this time, Kong Daejin was furious, threatening to eat Shijin now. But suddenly, I was pressed against my neck with a gold needle. Seeing this, the two bug girls hurried forward to protect their master. They put a knife to Hannah's neck, but Hannah didn't panic at all. He also threatened Kong Daejin, if you dare to touch him, he will die. Daejin just smiled slightly at this, continued to inquire about the whereabouts of the pills, and increased the strength of the hand. Hannah also stabbed the golden needle into Daejin's neck without hesitation. He seemed to really care that Sein was hurt, but he couldn't stop this crazy man at all. The unbearable Shijin finally admitted that she took the medicine. But I just want revenge. Daejin finally smiled with satisfaction after listening to it. In fact, I already knew that it was you who took the medicine, and we know what you do with it. After saying that, he put down Shijin. Hannah hurried to Shijin's side, inquire with concern about his injuries. Daejin on the side laughed wildly. You little girl, how could you have such a brilliant idea? You'll see your old classmates soon. They're on their way. The guy who took 50 pills. What would happen if you ate it? At this time, the glasses that turned into a bug beast are running frantically. Several Reaper Division combatants followed. Soon they caught up with the glasses. Swords and weapons kept beckoning to him. He wanted to beg for mercy but could only scream helplessly. As the captain's hand rises and falls, the glasses have finally lost their resistance. Afterwards, the captain ordered everyone to recover the body. But at this moment, the ground suddenly shook. The captain turned around and found that half of the team member's body was stuck in the quagmire. Two unfamiliar figures appeared in front of him. At this point, the captain saw that the visitor was not good, so asked the other party's identity, but Camille ignored him. The child on the side takes the body away, but the child disagrees because he wants to kill these humans in front of him. As we speak, the dirt controlled by the child is about to swallow two Reapers, and the captain saw this. Not only did he not attack, he also inserted his longsword back. He even smoked a cigarette leisurely. This scene not only dumbfounded the enemy on the opposite side. The players don't understand the captain's intentions either. The captain said calmly, I'm wondering why you're going to fight so hard to get this body. No one noticed that the red mark on his scabbard had turned green. Your teammates are dying and still thinking about this boring question. Do you really have the heart to watch them lose their lives? Hearing this, the captain finally raised his weapon and aimed it at the enemy. The child was puzzled by this. Can you attack me from such a distance? Camille was about to warn him to be careful. The child is hit by a green current. Watch your partner fall in front of you. The angry Camille instantly turned insect. You despicable human being. The captain is not idle at this time. He built up his strength again and fired the current at the opponent. Camille saw this and brandished a knife. I thought I had successfully blocked the blow, but the next second he was shocked. Can't this thing be blocked? The team members took advantage of this opportunity to desperately climb up. The captain suddenly jumped and disappeared. While rushing towards Camille, he told the players to retract the body. Cannot be obtained by the enemy, the voice just fell. The weapons of the two collided with just one hit. The captain knew he was definitely a dangerous guy. Camille also drew another longsword from behind him, but the strength of the two is comparable. In a short period of time, no one can do anything to anyone. Camille didn't want to waste time. He directly swung a sword at the captain with all his strength. Feeling the opponent's powerful attack, the captain couldn't help but break out in a cold sweat. I saw the captain smoke the whole cigarette in one bite, then spit out smoke to envelop Camille, and Camille was full of disdain. One stroke dispels the smoke. However, the captain in front of him also disappeared. The sudden sound of electricity behind him aroused his alarm, but when he looked back to check the situation, he was slashed on the body by the captain. Fortunately, he avoided a deadly attack. The captain asked them again about their intention to acquire the body, but there was a vibration under my feet again. Sensing danger, the captain jumped back, but unexpectedly, the things below are waiting for this time. Let him hide. Fortunately, his teammates came to block this dangerous blow, but then another red spike emerged from the ground, directly penetrated the body of a teammate. Only then did I realize that this was the esophagus with tusks. I didn't wait for a few people to react. The bolt head was thrown into the air. Then he was sent back into the quagmire. Camille just found out. It turns out that the child has been playing dead. At this moment, the fully animated boy slowly emerged from the ground. It seems that it should be a bug beast such as a beetle. The bald head also slowly appeared in front of everyone. The two immediately decided not to play. Take the body first. Then the child sinks the glasses into the quagmire. Camille asks the kid to take the body back to the club first, after he came to break. Club. This is the only information the captain has today. See each other to run. The captain raised his weapon again and aimed it at them. But unexpectedly, the scabbard was out of power, and the building started shaking. Then it started to collapse. The teammate hurriedly called the captain to retreat. The captain let them go first, and I'm rushing towards the center of the collapse. Soon he stepped on the stone and came to Camille. Camille is ready for battle. Unexpectedly, the captain just wanted to rescue his teammates. Look at the sinking enemy. The captain is helpless. You can only evacuate this area with your teammates. But then he's going to check the clubs in this area. Now, it's our turn to hunt. A black ant rides on a yellow bug beast. And if you look closely, they're not reproducing. The black ants are eating each other's flesh and blood. At this time, Shenyi was watching silently from the side. Since the last time I ate that egg, Shenyi found that the ants in his body had increased a lot due to the limited capacity of the body's utensils. This strange black ant split. After several mergers, ultimately failed. Only one ant captain can be sent to control this black monster. At this moment, the black ant finished eating and stood up. He came to Shenyi and said I was still hungry. As soon as the voice fell, he opened his bloody mouth to Shenyi. Shenyi punched him through the head. The captain ant who was sent out appeared in Shenyi's hands. The scattered ants all fused in. But this is the moment. Shenyi felt the breath of the bug beast again, and the target is under the bridge not far away. In order to test the current strength, Shenyi decided to meet them, but just as he was rushing towards the other party, suddenly, he noticed that the breath of a bug beast had disappeared. Soon Shenyi arrived near the bridge. Then he hid his breath and looked into the hole, found the carcass of a bug beast lying at the feet of a rhinoceros beast. The murderer is the red ladybug opposite, because the club has too many rules. I can only ask you to come out and practice your hands. After saying that, he took up the fighting position again. The rhinoceros couldn't help but be furious. Just because of the practice, I killed my companion. I saw him kick his hind legs. The body rushed towards the ladybug like a cannonball. The ladybug dodged the blow with just a small move. The rhinoceros uses the wall as a leverage point. Reflex to the opponent again. Ladybug beast choose to be frontal hard this time. I saw him clenching his powerful fists after dodging the impact of the rhinoceros beast. A backhand punch through the opponent's body. In the end, the rhinoceros died on the spot. I saw the ladybug shake the blood stain on his hand. He turned his head expressionlessly. Can the guy hiding in the dark and watching the battle come out? Even if he doesn't say Shenyi, he will show up, because what he's here for, just to test his current strength, not hard to find. At this time, Shenyi's armor is more domineering than before. The two watched for a long time. The ladybug attacked first. Shenyi did not choose to dodge. Instead, he fought the punch. The ladybug is shocked because his fist was bitten by another ant that suddenly appeared by Shenyi. The ladybug beast, who had never seen this before, immediately pulled back. You guys scared me. What kind of monster are you? My name is Black Ant. This should be the last name you hear before you die. The ladybug gets even more excited. The accident just now aroused his belligerence. He swung his fist again and rushed towards Shenyi. Dozens of punches in a row. He didn't meet Shenyi at all, and Shenyi didn't fight back. This made the ladybug a little annoyed. Are you here to make fun of me and then one more punch? And Shenyi, after dodging this attack, finally make a fist ready to fight back. But the ladybug had already seen through Shenyi's movements. At this moment, Shenyi's fist, it's moving at an invisible speed. Seeing this, the ladybug quickly took a defensive stance, but still got punched in the face. Suddenly, the body flew out like a bullet. The ladybug beast was obviously stunned by Shenyi. His strength and speed exceeded my expectations. At this time, Shenyi was looking down at him. I don't know if you are too weak or am I stronger. Tell me your name before you die. Ladybug feels insulted, completely enraged. I saw him get up and collide his fists together. Shenyi's attack also followed, but his fist landed on a barrier, and this red barrier is constantly spreading. With the roar of the ladybug, Shenyi was forcibly sent flying out. At this time, a bus happened to pass by above the bridge hole, but the bridge deck is about to collapse because of the battle between the two. Without knowing it, Shenyi hit the outside from the bridge hole, just as Shenyi was about to take down the opponent in one go. The runaway bus broke through the guardrail. Shenyi looked back and found that something was wrong, so he threw the doppelganger back towards the bus. Fortunately, the bus was caught by Shenyi in time before landing. But as the whole body comes down, Shenyi also seemed to be struggling. At the same time, his doppelganger was also caught by the ladybug beast. If the other party chooses to attack him at this time, then he will be very dangerous. But I never expected him to help Shenyi before the meeting. The two of them placed the bus firmly on the ground together, with the people in the car safely evacuated. The ladybug is already impatient. Our game can continue. After saying that, he rushed towards Shenyi, and Shenyi didn't seem to take the other party seriously. I saw that he raised his hand casually and blocked the opponent's attack. Then he slapped the ladybug's head with his paw. This blow directly knocked out his facial armor. It also made him lose the ability to fight again. Shenyi grabbed the other party's neck and carried it in the air. The doppelganger ant came forward and sniffed. Then open your mouth and swallow the other party. However, he was loudly scolded by Shenyi. Then Shenyi threw him aside. After retrieving the doppelganger black ant, Shenyi turned and left here. The ladybug struggled to open its eyes. I think I will beat you next time we meet. It hasn't appeared since Shijin became a bug beast. Nami looks for him every day after school. Nami just hung up the phone today. Someone suddenly stopped him from behind. The person who came was the child who fought the Reaper that day, Qian Young. Is Shijin your friend? I can take you to him. Soon after, Qian took Nami into the woods. Nami is afraid that Qian Young will take the opportunity to hurt herself. So I asked if you really know where Shijin is. Qian Young stopped hiding after listening, shows an ugly face. I only brought you here to eat you. As they spoke, several larvae climbed down from the tree. Blame it on you for being Shijin's friend. I really hate that guy. If I could eat you up, then he must be very angry. Back in the day, they wanted to eat Shijin, who had just turned into a larva. Unexpectedly, he told Hannah about it later, and Hannah ended up costing them a lot. But I can only dare to be angry and not dare to speak. Nami doesn't want to listen to his nonsense anymore. Turn around and run away from this place, and at this time, Qian Yang has completed the beastification. It's obviously too late to run. I saw that Nami's body began to slowly sink into the quagmire. With the order of Qian Yang, several larvae immediately pounced on Nami. At this critical juncture, the larvae that rushed over were suddenly cut into several pieces. It is the grace of the moth that comes. Seeing that the food in the mouth is lost again, Qiang's extraordinary anger, and Grace is spinning and accumulating strength in the sky. After landing, he kicked Qian Yang's head with his heel. Although the damage caused by this blow is not large, but highly insulting, at this time, Yunhui took the opportunity to pull Nami up again. Another bug beast that helps humans. Who are you? I see Grace slowly falling on the silk thread. Reply lightly that I am your father. Then he turned to look at Nami. I put you down now. You have to run away now. The voice just fell. The silk thread hanging Nami suddenly loosened. He didn't understand why the bug beast in front of him would save him. And it looks so familiar. Didn't I tell you to run? What are you still looking at? Nami retreated after hearing this. After saying thank you, he turned around and fled from here. A few larvae saw this and tried to stop it. But it's all controlled by Grace with silk thread. Grace is just a little harder. They cut the larvae into pieces of meat, the grace of blood at this time. It's like incarnating the god of death who harvests bug beasts. But this will also completely enrage Qian Yang. You will pay for your actions today. Yunhui just asked lightly, are you a member of the Skyworm organization like Camille? Qian Yang couldn't help laughing when he heard the words. Now that you know that I am a member of the Tianwu organization, hurry up and get caught. I know it's hard for me alone to deal with members of the Skyworm organization, but what if I eat this egg? Qian Yang was also shocked to see the eggs in Yunhui's hands. How could you have something like that? Grace no longer pays attention to each other. He knows he wants to beat this guy. You must bet your hope on this egg. and he puts them directly in his mouth. Qian Young felt that something was wrong when he saw this, so he turned into furlong, hard cones and shot at Grace. The location where Enghui was located suddenly filled with smoke. At this time, Qian Young was very proud. How much improvement can you get by taking just one pill? What a fool. But in the next second, his long cone was chopped into several pieces by Grace. Qian Young was suddenly shocked. Why did one pill improve him so much? Grace, on the other hand, has evolved into its newest form. Let me show you my current strength. See what Grace looks like now. Qian Young couldn't help but have some doubts. Are you kidding? Did I take fake medicine before? Didn't wait for him to react. Grace's sidekick had already landed on his head. This blow directly shattered his facial armor, and Grace before it falls, and cut off his arm by the way. At this time, Qian Young's face was full of horror. Keep stepping back. This made him even more convinced that he was taking counterfeit medicine. To confirm my guess, he must take out the enemy in front of him. So he spits out his tusked esophagus at Grace. The esophagus just bit Yunhui's neck. Qian Young was very excited when he saw this. I thought it was stable. I didn't expect the favor but didn't respond. Are you scratching me? It turns out that Qian Young's fangs can't even pierce the skin of Grace. And Yunhai grabbed her esophagus, and the wire is wired to wrap it. It runs along the esophagus. Let me help you cut it into small pieces. Qian Young felt that something was wrong when he saw this. He had to bite his esophagus to protect himself. Then Qian Young let out an unwilling roar. I didn't expect to be defeated so completely. And then he went down. Grace is a calm face, as if everything was under his control. The fleeing Qian Young is still fantasizing. When I become stronger, I must take revenge on him. Unexpectedly, the next second, his eyes widened. Because his eyes had been sealed by the grid silk thread, it just turned into a pile of flesh and blood in an instant. Grace, it's so cool to feel the power of becoming stronger. However, at this moment, a man with a sharp knife came up to him. This person is Camille, who has collided before. Although both he and Shenyi were almost defeated at his hands at that time. But now I have become stronger. Yunhai thinks she is now fully confident of defeating each other. Camille takes this opportunity to ask about the whereabouts of the Black Ant, and said that the sword he gave me at that time still hurts faintly. That's not easy to handle. As long as you die, it won't hurt anymore. The voice just fell. Yunhu controlled the hair and shot at Camille. Camille obviously didn't take the favor seriously. I saw him draw a sharp knife and block the attack of Grace. I didn't expect it to just come into contact. Cracks appeared in an instant. It's obviously a drug effect. Then the sharp knife broke into several pieces in front of Camel's eyes. Grace is a leap into the air. Seeing this, Camille put his hands on the weapon behind him. When the attack of Grace comes, block again. But Grace's sudden bump caught Camille off guard. Then another kick to kick him out, but that's not enough. Just as Yunhai was about to step forward and give him the fatal blow, suddenly I find that my strength is gradually fading. Then he knelt down beside Camille. His hair is fading at a rate visible to the naked eye. In a blink of an eye, the body returned to its original appearance. At the same time, Camel's sharp knife was also placed on Yunhui's neck. You'd better go back with me obediently. I suddenly thought of a fun game. At this time, Shenyu was watching the video of the hooligan's commentary with his grandmother. Suddenly, the vibration of the phone caught his attention. But when he saw the news, his face turned murderous. Because the picture is the armor on Yunhui's head, and the business card of Club 6 inserted above. Since Grace lost to Camille, he became a prisoner in Club 6. Every day they are forced into the Coliseum, reduced to a plaything watched by others. The cruel bug beast tortured him inhumanly. On this day, Camille came to the cell. At this time, the Grace inside has been beaten to the death. Camille asked curiously what the purpose of the favor was. And at the Coliseum, why not fight back? I won't fight back. I just don't want to be at your mercy. To say that there is indeed a purpose, that is to exterminate you pests. After hearing this, Camel's expression instantly became cold. Tell him before you leave. The next game is about to start. The audience at the Coliseum was very excited because the host announced a special program. The 10 contestants competing today, only one will survive. The first person to appear is today's protagonist, Grace. He must kill the enemy within a minute, otherwise he will have an extra enemy every minute, until Grace dies or he can defeat all his opponents. At this time, the blue beetle opposite has been waiting for a long time. After seeing the appearance of Grace, he pounced on him instantly, and Grace doesn't seem to care about the other party. Meanwhile, in the stands not far away, the ladybug beast defeated by Shenyi is also here. In front of him is Camille. Camille wants him on the field to kill Yunhai, but the ladybug is very dismissive of Camel's arrangement. Participate in that unreasonable game. Are you insulting me? But if the target is you or Kong Daejin, then I'm still willing to help. The voice just fell. The ladybug throws a punch at Camille. It can be seen from this that the relationship between the two is very stiff. Camille was successfully provoked by the opponent. The war is about to break out, but it was interrupted by the sudden ringing of the bell. It was the staff at the club who called. I don't know who destroyed the elevator to the Coliseum. Upon hearing the news, Camille silently hung up the phone. Then he turned to remind the ladybug. The opponent you were expecting has appeared, the other side. The favor in the Coliseum has killed for opponents. But by this time, he was already a powerhouse. But the club didn't give him any time to breathe. A fifth opponent has appeared behind him with his furious roar. Exhausted Grace was kicked into the air by the other party. Just this blow makes Yunhai spit blood as he landed. He was kicked on the waist again after being blown away for dozens of meters. Grace is obviously unable to get up. At this time, a few more bug beasts came out, and they put Grace in the middle. The host has sentenced Grace to death, but everyone was attracted by the sudden abnormal sound at the entrance. I saw the head of a bug beast. He slowly appeared in front of everyone in the dark. Then he was thrown to the ground. Someone trampled it under their feet mercilessly. This person is the murderous Shenyi. His doppelganger also had the corpse of a bug beast in its mouth, and Camille and the audience noticed this. Several bug beasts on the field were also attracted by Shenyi. The host immediately became furious when he saw this. He raised his huge fist and smashed towards Shenyi, and Shenyi looked at each other. It's like looking at a dead person. At this moment, all his doppelgangers converged on his right hand. I saw the light in the doppelganger's mouth continue to spread. Shenyi seized the timing, pulled the trigger on the host. This time, half of the opponent's body was directly blasted into slag. This is Shenyi's latest plasma form. I saw him say domineering, "Dare to bully my friend. You're all going to die today." Then he raised the iron cannon in his hand again. Shoot the concentrated energy towards the center of the bug beast. In a blink of an eye, another bug beast died in his hands. The powerful energy almost affected the favor on the side. "You guy, are you trying to take the opportunity to kill me too?" But the voice just fell. Grace was put under the neck with a sharp blade. Behind him, Camille kept teasing Shenyi. "If you have one, you will shoot at me." Shenyi never expected the other party to be so despicable. The arm that is raised for a moment should not be good. Camille looked at the opponent and dared not fire. So he ordered his men to kill Shenyi. Looking at such a large number of enemies, Shenyi did not dare to delay. "Cover your head with armor." Then a cannon was blasted out. "Take down an enemy again." Then Shenyi charged again. Aim the cannon barrel at the largest bug beast. Then he pulled the trigger without hesitation. But at this critical moment, the giant bug beast grabbed the little bug beast on the side, then threw it at the incoming shells after successfully blocking Shenyi's attack. The giant bug beast raised a powerful fist. I didn't wait for Shenyi to respond. The entire body of the giant bug beast pounced on it. He pressed Shenyi down. When Camille saw this, he thought he would win. He ordered the giant bug beast to bring Shenyi over. But after a long time, the other party did not respond. When he expected something to go wrong, it was too late. I saw the face of the giant bug beast begin to melt. Then an explosion blew it to pieces, and Shenyi came out of it unscathed. Seeing Shenyi so powerful, Camille asked curiously if you also ate the larvae. At this time, Shenyi was still full of killing intent. "Please let go of my friend." As he spoke, he slowly approached Camille. Seeing this, Camille brought the knife closer to the favor, and people in the audience saw their baits get killed, all yelling at Camille for a refund. This caused Camille, who was already on fire, to explode in an instant. I saw him slowly turn his head, looking at everyone with a murderous face. Then he shouted in anger, "If you don't want to die, shut up." Shenyi is afraid that Grace will be hurt. I dare not make a rash move. At this moment, a voice suddenly stopped Shenyi. "Your opponent is me." It was the red ladybug. Shenyi asked curiously, "Are you here to take revenge on me?" Ladybug didn't answer. Instead, he rushed directly in Shenyi's direction. Shenyi is also ready for battle, but the ladybug beast bypassed Shenyi, rushed behind him. Then a straight punch hit Camille in the face. This punch directly saved the favor that was in danger. Camille was sent flying for dozens of meters before he could stabilize himself. At this time, Camille was completely enraged. Shenyi and Yunhub on the side were also at a loss. The ladybug said it just didn't like what Camille did. "I want to have a battle between men with you. Leave it to me first. You take your girlfriend and go first. I'm just here to get my backup, but thank you in advance." Saying that, Shenyu carried the spare food on his shoulder. I didn't wait for the favor to react. Shenyu ran towards the exit. Camille doesn't understand what the ladybug does. "Aren't you afraid that Kong Daejin will eat you?" Ladybug didn't answer, just slowly walking towards Camille. The battle between the two is imminent. At this time, Yunhui was a little curious. "How did you get off without the elevator key?" But when he saw the hole, he immediately understood. Just when Shenyi stepped forward and was ready to leave here, the sudden fall of rubble above his head made him feel uneasy. Just now, the glasses that turned into bug beasts were sent to Kong Daejin as food. The bug girl on the side couldn't help but drool after seeing it. Daejin doesn't want to share it with others. He gave the other party a warning look. Just eat this meatworm. Then my strength should be on an equal footing with those guys above. As he spoke, he grabbed the bug beast and prepared to enjoy it. But at this moment, the room suddenly vibrated. At the same time, a panicked subordinate also ran in. Junyi is not good. Our Coliseum has been invaded, and the gang is about to run away. Kong Daejin heard the words and came to his subordinates. Do I have to do this little thing myself? What did the subordinates want to explain? Unexpectedly, Kong Daejin punched his head in the next second. I don't need useless people here. It seems that we must exercise before meals. Shinyu just took the front foot here. A breath of death suddenly hit my face. It turned out to be Kong Daejin, who was flying down with his fist swinging. This punch directly inlaid Shenyi into the ground. This is just a punch that Kong Daejin did not transform into. Break Shenyi's armor and spit blood. Daejin, who was disturbed to eat, looked very angry. Then he carried the dying Shenyi into the air. At this time, Grace on the side had already been trembling with fright. He had never seen such a strong sense of oppression. Even Shenyi was powerless to fight back in front of him. Don't worry, I won't kill you right away. I hope you can make me have fun. As soon as the voice fell, a heavy punch hit Shenyi in the stomach. I didn't wait for Grace to react from the shock. Kong Daejin passed by his side in an instant. When Grace returns, Kong Daejin's heavy feet had already fallen on Shenyi's body. Then came the inhumane torture of Shenyi. The stubborn Shenyi roared with difficulty. Are you giving me a massage? But strength is not enough. But his stubbornness is just asking for trouble. I saw Kong Daejin grab Shenyi's head. Since you can't make me happy, then go to hell. But this is the moment. Shenyi's doppelganger suddenly appeared behind him. The doppelganger wrapped around Kong Daejin's arm, hold up his head and eat each other. Kong Daejin had no choice but to throw Shenyi aside. Shake your fist at the doppelganger. Next second, the punching arm is also controlled by a few blue threads. This is the use of grace that limits the other person's actions. But it's clear he won't last long. The moves they are good at are like toys in his eyes. In the Coliseum on the other side, the ladybug has been hacked all over, and Camille collapsed to his knees. You can tell by the look of him. He didn't take advantage of the ladybug. The ladybug came to Camille and raised his middle finger. Your strength and character are far worse than the black ant. The voice just fell. Suddenly, a loud bang crashed into the wall behind him. It turned out that Shenyi and Yunhui were thrown inside. That caught the ladybug's attention. I saw Kong Daejin slowly walking out from inside. Camille, you were beaten badly, and Camille was just about to explain. But he was interrupted by an angry Kong Daejin. Who did this to you? You are my subordinate of Kong Daejin. Before meeting Shenyi, the only person the ladybug wants to defeat is Kong Daejin. The audience was dazed, because this is the first time they have met the boss behind the scenes. Kong Daejin greeted the audience in a friendly manner. Then he looked at Shenyi and the others. You didn't eat, did you? Camille, go and throw the food down for me. And Camille thought he had misheard, just wanted to confirm again. It was stopped by Kong Daejin's eyes. Seeing this, Camille immediately got up and flew to the audience. Shenyi and the others couldn't help but wonder what the other party was going to do. I saw a figure slowly falling from above. Take a closer look. This turned out to be a human, but the moment this person lands, his body slowly turned into a larva. Kong Daejin came behind him. It still smells as delicious as ever. Then, humans who turned into bug beasts kept falling from above. Soon, Shenyi and the others were surrounded in the middle. This is the food I carefully prepared for you. Let's continue fighting after eating.